Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm your host Itai. Today we're going to be building a computer for $1,000, which is a lot of money, but this is a 1440p gaming PC with a very good experience and anybody in the world will love it. Let's get into it. It might not look like a lot, but everything on here is our gaming PC that's going to be playing 1440p and 1080p gaming. So we're going to be having a quick rundown of all the parts we picked and why we picked them and what they're going to be used for. Let's get into it. Let's start with our case. This is the Antic NX200, relatively inexpensive, airflow, let's check it out and see what it's like. It's a rather small case, but I think it's compact and lovely. And the mesh at the front ensures airflow. Toolless windowed case, fan inside. I'm loving it already, guys. Can't wait to build in here. For our motherboard, we've got the Gigabyte H410 motherboard with plenty of I/O. It's got an M.2 slot, PCI Express slot, and 2 RAM slots. It's not the Asus ROG Strix $1,000 motherboard, but it'll get a job done. And for our processor, we've got the i5 10500. Gonna put the specs on screen, but it's a 6-core 12-thread processor that will handle all our games, and even some video editing and some complex 3D work, whatever you want to do. It's still modern, still runs like a dream. For our RAM, we've got this crucial 16 gig kit of RAM. It's 2 RAMs for dual channel. Those are 2666 megahertz. It's going to be a perfect pair to our motherboard and processor. For our storage, we're going to be having SanDisk 512 gigabyte N.2 NVMe SSD. This is going to be ensuring maximum speed, for our loading and games and apps and everything. But we also have a 1 terabyte hard drive from Seagate for all our other storage needs. For cooling, I had one of these lying around, a 120mm AIO liquid cooler from Cooler Master. For our power supply, I've got a 700 watts Cooler Master power supply. It's not modular, but I love the black cables and it's really reliable. Getting a graphics card has been terribly hard, but what we've got here is the Radeon RX VEGA 64 GPU. It's from 2017, but it's got 8 gigs of HBM2 memory, 8 gigs of it. Super fast, high bandwidth, even by today's standard. It was made for 4K gaming experience, but we're going to be using it for a 1080p and 1440p gaming experience. I got a really good deal on this card, so it's going to be offering quite a lovely gaming experience. I'm sure you're going to love it, guys. So now that we've got everything out of the way and we've showed all the components that's going in the PC, it's time to build it. So it's finally time. Our PC is done, guys. Switch it on. Oh my god. Does it look dope or what? So we're gonna start with some Apex Legends here. Running at 4K, everything maxed out, no VSync. We're getting like in the 50s, 50, 40s. Oh man, the ping is insane. It's at 400. Yeah, so I think with a bit of tweaks you can do 60 FPS in this machine, which is really kind of dope. Okay, let's put it to 2K and see what we're gonna get. Still the same settings, getting about 100 FPS, 93, 94. Man, this is really good FPS performance. I'll get used to it. Okay, so we put it back to 1080p. And man, oh man, we're getting like 130 FPS. 100, almost 140. I mean, like, it's ridiculously good performance. My ping is like 500, guys. I am really surprised I managed to get a kill and some damage. So there it is, 144 FPS. I'm loving it. Okay guys, Red Dead Redemption 2 running at 1080p hardware and boxed balance settings, getting 72 FPS. This is a real good show, bro. Decent PC. Okay guys, let's turn it up and see what we get at 2K. Okay, so this is Red Dead running at 1440p 2K. We are getting about 52 FPS. 50, man, the graphics still look amazing for a 2-3-year-old game, man. We're getting like 55, 56, very playable. 2K still looks ridiculously good. Let's just bump that up to 4K and see what we get. Alright, now that we have 4K, okay guys, I'm very pleased to say you can put this game to 4K and, you know, lock it up to 30 FPS and still have a very playable experience. I mean, like, this is really good. I'm impressed. Let's move on to the next game. Okay guys, we've got one of my favorite games, Witcher 3 at 1080p, everything maxed out and hair wakes off. I'd say we're off to a smashing start. 107 FPS, 100 FPS, 110 FPS. This is running ridiculously smooth, guys. 1440p, getting like 80 FPS, 73, 75. Really impressive looking game, and the FPS speaks for itself, guys. Clearly 78, 77, nothing less than 70. Man, this is really good. Let's do it, guys. 4K. Witcher 3, guys. Max everything at 4K, getting 44, 43 FPS. Kinda okay. With a bit of tweaks and stuff, you can get this game running at 60. Okay guys, it's time for Microsoft's ridiculously optimized Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 running at 1080p at ultra settings, getting 80, 83 FPS, 86, 89, even 90, guys. This performance is really good. I'm satisfied. Man, this game runs like a dream and looks so good. Okay. Put it to 2K next. Forza running at 2K. It's 72, 75 FPS. Man, I'm a bit confused right now. Doesn't seem to be lowering the frame rate. So getting 72, 74, really north of 70 FPS. Alright, let's do something crazy. Let's put it to 4K, guys. 4K. Alright. At 4K we're getting a modest 46 FPS. We could like tune the graphics and get a playable frame rate on this graphics card machine. Forza Horizon 5 at Ultra, guys. Okay guys, it's the last game on my benchmark run. It's Shadow of the Tomb Raider running on 4K high settings. And this game still looks remarkably good. Ridiculously good. Crystal Dynamics did something special here. At 4K, we're getting like 39, 40 FPS. And man, it just looks so beautiful. I mean, guys, 1440p. See what kind of FPS we're getting. I'm not gonna test out all the levels, you know. It's just a couple of levels. So at 2K, guys, we're getting 80 FPS, 80, 79. going down to the lower 60s. Not too sure what to expect when you are in some of the more open levels and stuff, but as far as I can tell, it's running pretty nice. 67, 66, 60, 70. But I'm sure overall 2K, you're gonna be getting a 60 plus experience. Okay, just gonna quickly, it's 1080p guys, high settings, getting 107 FPS, like above 100 FPS guys. The RX VEGA can pretty much still play games, like really nice. It's getting over 100 FPS in this level. That's just so guys, this is gonna be it, and in conclusion I'll say this machine is like really okay, and it's really budget but can give you a high-end gaming experience. So, you know, thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you on the next one.